In the second example, he has not done his work. Here, in this sentence, he is in third person singular. And so I have taken a helping verb has here. And I have added not to this particular thing to make a negative statement. He has not done his work. Done is the main verb which is in past participle form. To frame questions, so what we do is we bring this helping verb to the front of the sentence. That means we placed helping verb in the front of the sentence. Have I done my work? Have is the auxiliary verb, I is the subject, done is the main verb, and this is the rest of the sentence. Have I done my work? This is how we frame the question in perfect tense. Now we come to know the uses of this present perfect tense. First one is like we use this present perfect tense to refer indefinite past. That means when we are not very sure of when the action happened in the past, that means when we are not sure of the time of the action in the past, then we refer them in present perfect tense. That means here, I have seen the Taj Mahal. I have seen the Taj Mahal. That means here, there is no particular reference to the time. That means it is an indefinite past. Like the thing happened in the past, but we don't know when it happened. So such kind of things also we mention in present perfect tense. I have seen the Taj Mahal. I have seen the Taj Mahal. Here we can see the structure of the sentence also. Have is the helping verb which we used, and seen is the main verb which is in V3 form. So to refer to indefinite past, that means when there is no specific reference to the past timings here, we can use this present perfect tense. And second thing is, this present perfect tense is used as a link between past and present. Okay, see this example. They have lived in Hyderabad. They have lived in Hyderabad for 10 years. They have lived in Hyderabad for 10 years. That means is a link. It's a combination of past and present. So from the past 10 years, they have been living there in Hyderabad. That means from past to present. To refer to this combination, that means from past to present, we use this perfect tense. That means it's used to link past and present. They have lived in Hyderabad for 10 years. That means from past n years, they have lived till present. They have lived in Hyderabad. And it is an indication of both past and present. Now, the third one is resultative past. That means if something happened in the past and the result of that action, if we could see in the present, then such actions are we can keep such actions in present perfect tense. For example, it has rained. It has rained. That means the action already happened. But the result of the action, that means, look, the ground is wet. Because it rained, now we could see the ground wet. That means the result of this action which happened in the past, we could see in the present. That means, see here, this is the resultative past. That means something happened in the past and the result of that action we see in the present. So to refer to such actions, we use this present perfect tense. So in three contexts, we use this present perfect tense. One is when there is no particular reference of time in the action, then we can keep that in present perfect. Second thing is when we are trying to link up past and present, then we can refer to such actions in present perfect tense. And when we could see the result of something happened in the past, when we could see the result in the present, then we keep these things in present perfect tense. So in three contexts, we use this present perfect tense. One is when there is no particular past time reference in the context, then we can express that in present perfect tense. And second thing is when it is a combination of past and present, then we keep that in present perfect tense. And third thing is when we could see the result of something happen in the past and we could see the result of something which happened in the past, then we keep that in present perfect tense. And we have few things which we have to remember in using this present perfect tense. Like, we use some time expressions when we are constructing the sentences. That is, so far, all my life, since, for. Usually the since is used to refer to the point of time, and for is used to refer to the period of time. Time expressions that refer to a finished time period. That means, second point is like, when we see such time expressions which refer to the past time, like last week, yesterday, in 1925, etc. These are all time expressions which refer to the finished time period. So if we see such expressions in a sentence, then that sentence cannot be, cannot be constructed by using a present perfect tense. So it has to be in simple past only. If you see such expressions in a sentence, then that sentence should be in simple past tense. We should not use these time expressions in present perfect tense. When we are referring to past by using some past time expressions, then that sentence should be in simple past tense only. We should not make it in present perfect tense. When there is no particular time reference, past time reference, then only we have to keep them in present perfect tense. This is one thing which we have to remember. The fourth type of present tense is present perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous. And we see the structure of this. See the example. I have been sleeping for 3 hours. I have been sleeping for 3 hours. Here, I is the subject, have is the auxiliary verb, been is the be form, V3 be form we are using here, and sleeping main verb which is in ing form, that is in present participle form. For 3 hours, this is the remaining part of the sentence. So usually the structure of the present perfect continuous tense is subject plus helping verb plus be form plus main verb plus the remaining part of the sentence. Usually, I told you already, with I we use have, with we use have, with you have, he has, she has, it has, they have. So this is the combination, the right combination with the subject. That means the subject, according to the subject, we have to make change in using the helping verbs. Here we take the other example. Here in this sentence, he is the subject and he is in third person singular. So I am using this combination, that is has. He has been sleeping for 3 hours. So in the same way, when we frame the negative sentence, we are going to add not to this. That is, I have not been sleeping for 3 hours. And if we just change this subject, he has not been sleeping for 3 hours. So to make it a negative statement, we are simply adding this not to the helping verbs. And to frame a question, we bring the helping verb to the front of the sentence. That means have or has. Have I been sleeping for 3 hours? This is how we frame the question. So helping verb, subject, be form, main verb, rest of the sentence. Has he been sleeping for 3 hours? So we are keeping this helping verb in the front of the sentence to make it a question. So this is how we frame the questions for present perfect continuous. When it comes to the uses of this present perfect continuous, so when we use such a structure to indicate that the action which began in the past is in progress at the present. Began in the past is in progress at the present moment for a temporary duration. It's not for a long period, for a short period, for a short duration, that would be in progress. That means, see here, I have been living in Hyderabad for the last 6 months. I have been living in Hyderabad for the last 6 months. That means, from the past 6 months, he has been there. At present, he is there. And for a short period, he is going to be there. That means here, it's something, a combination of past and present. But, the action which began in the past, and now it is in progress at the present moment. and it is going to continue for a short duration. So such type of actions are expressed in present perfect continuous tense. This is a good example. I have been living in Hyderabad for the last 6 months. That means, from the past 6 months he has been there. At present he is there, and in the future for a short duration he is going to be there. So such actions are kept in present continuous tense. One particular point which we have to remember about this present perfect continuous tense is it is used to indicate that the action is in progress, whereas present perfect tense refers to the completion of an action by the speaker. Completion of an action by the speaker. So there's a small difference. Like in present continuous, the action would be in progress. In present perfect, we refer to an action, the completion of an action by the speaker. To make it more clear, I've taken one example. See here, this is half drawn picture. Like here, the action started in the past and is in progress, and it is going to be completed in a short duration. That means this kind of action we can express through present perfect continuous tense. That means he has been drawing this picture for 2 hours. That means this action started in the past, and at present it is in progress, and in a short duration it is going to be finished. That means the action which we are referring here is in progress. It started in past, and at present it is in progress, and in a short duration it is going to be completed. Such kind of actions we put in present perfect continuous. Here, see, this is in this sentence, he has been drawing this picture for 2 hours. He has been drawing, that means present perfect continuous tense. Now see this one, this here already the work is done. He has drawn the picture for 2 hours. Just now he has completed drawing this, and it took him 2 hours to complete that picture, and he started in the past. At present he completed. That means we are referring to a completed action here. That means present perfect continuous tense refers to the action which is in progress, and present perfect tense refers to the action which is completed. So this is the difference. This one point we have to remember. So when we use this present perfect tense is to indicate the action which began in the past, is in progress at the present moment for a temporary duration. So this example, I have been living in Hyderabad for the last 6 months. That means, the action started in the past, and now it is in progress, and it may continue for a short duration. Such kind of actions we keep it in present perfect continuous tense, and this is all about present tense.